The affordable 2026 Kia EV3 has lil EV9 energy, big range potential. Just what exactly is the new Kia EV3, and how might it fit into North America's affordable EV landscape? We got the design lowdown a week ago, but Kia let us get behind the wheel near the Arctic Circle in Sweden a few months ago, and now we're at liberty to share more dimensions and specs. Size-wise, relative to today's Kia Niro EV, this chip-off, the EV9 block measures an inch narrower and 4.7 inches shorter in length, on a wheelbase truncated by 1.5 inches. That makes it smaller than the Nissan Leaf in every dimension but width, and larger all around than the forthcoming Volvo EX30. And while the EV9 resemblance is strong on the surface, this eGMP product does not share the pricier 800-volt architecture of its siblings. Rather, it's a further development of the 400-volt architecture that optimizes range over power and absolute charging speeds. This next-gen electrical architecture gets some significant updates in terms of efficiency. The EV3 will launch with front drive and an 81.4 kilowatt-hour battery that promises greater range than the smaller batteries in the Niro, Leaf, and Volvo, 64.9, 40 to 60, and 69 kilowatt-hours respectively. Note that global EV3S will also offer a 58.3 kilowatt-hour battery, but that seems a longer shot for US. We're also assured a GT model will follow, featuring dual-motor AWD. Front drive was prioritized for its more compact, lighter-weight packaging, as opposed to RWD. And while the EV3 doesn't get hyperfast charging, the big battery's maximum 375-volt charging equates to 118 kilowatts, and it's consistent. Charging power reportedly averages 105 kilowatts over the 31 minutes it takes to charge from 10 to 80%. Bidirectional charging is also being offered, with AC grid power compatibility for Europe ready to go and other grid codes being prepped for different regions, including DC grid sharing in the US. The driver's seat and cockpit are welcoming and easy to acclimate to, filled with the EV9's familiar screen-centric dash and capacitive touch buttons secreted in the cross-dash trim. Our prototype test vehicle's interior was incomplete, but the cloth armrests and brushed metal accents on the doors, accented by ambient lighting, look promising. The rear seat is reasonably commodious. Adults may wish for a bit more thigh support, and while the tallest may find sufficient headroom, they could find themselves looking down to see out the top of the windows. But then again, this class of vehicles is generally aimed at younger families. The kiddos will keep their devices charged using a USB-C port in each front seatback. The cargo hold fits 16.2 cubic feet of stuff, well shy of the Niro's 18.5 to 22.8 capacity, although here it's augmented by a small frunk. One of the key competitors Kia lists for the EV3 is the 2025 Volvo EX30. And while buyers' instincts might suggest the Scandinavian offering would have an inherent advantage in cold weather, Kia brought us to Sweden to show off new technologies and features aimed at improving charging performance and reducing HVAC energy expenditures at low ambient temperatures. Either automatically, when a charger is set as a destination, or manually if the driver is using smartphone navigation. That last one is notable because most car makers, including Volvo, do not offer manual preconditioning. This can dramatically shorten charging time. And the EV3's combination heat pump and resistive positive temperature coefficient, PTC heating system, is a completely new design said to improve on both the simplicity and efficiency of the Tesla Model Y's octavalve/supermanifold system. We got a brief drive in an EV3 shod with Goodyear Ultra Grip Performance Plus winter tires on a large snow and ice circle, turning ever so gently left the entire time, so we can speak to the savvy tuning of the stability control system in its various drive modes. Snow mode seemed capable of making any cautious winter driving novice look like a Scandinavian native. Exceptionally languid accelerator response simplifies the traction control's job, and brake regeneration is forced to the equivalent of a single tap of the Regan paddle, roughly simulating gas engine deceleration in the dry. Once on the ice circle, the tires and ESC did yeoman's work pointing the car in the direction we steered. Even in sport mode, with max I-pedal regen selected, the EV3 largely rejected our many overt attempts at fantastic oversteer. Acceleration with the abundant grip afforded by these winter tires on the snow felt very much in keeping with electric vehicles that share this one's weight-to-power ratio, from the Kia Niro EV to the discontinued Chevy Bolt EUV. If Kia can bring the EV3 in with an EPA range of 300 miles or better as promised, that'll double the Leaf's best while outpacing affordable EV rivals, such as the Niro, the Bolt, and the Toyota/Subaru electrics by about 50 miles each. Presuming Kia can stick to its $35,000 base price estimate and source sufficient domestic assembly and content to qualify for the federal tax credit, this stylish, tech-forward mini SUV should sell like Agvaflor, aka Swedish hotcakes/egg waffles.